I've said it before in the past. If you call 911 and ask for help, you're going to get it. No problem at all there. Someone saying their husband or boyfriend is beating them. Someone else saying they got in a bar fight. Or a wreck with injuries, an armed robbery. The list goes on. You call with anything like that and more, and you'll get police. But when someone calls and says there's an incident involving someone who can't help themselves in any form, generally those that are elderly, children, disabled, or a mix of the three, a dispatcher will kick into a higher gear. I can't exactly say that we would do things differently, but we might do things faster. Take extra special care in getting these helpless people the help they need, and as fast as possible. Police officers, EMS, firefighters, they'll do the same thing. And I think that goes for nearly all walks of life too. If you're part of the wait staff at a restaurant, you're going to give good service to anyone. But if you have a child that comes in, I believe the smile you're wearing will go even bigger than it normally is. You'll go out of your way to make sure their chicken tenders are the best they've had. I'm saying all this because the calls I'll be talking about today are about some of those helpless people. The kids. I know I issue a warning in the show notes every episode that on each one, listener discretion is advised. It's no different here. I'll be talking about terrible crimes involving children in this episode. If that's not something you're comfortable with, in either the calls or the details, try one of my past episodes. This is your warning. Welcome back to Music City 911.
What's the address of the emergency?
Ma'am, what did you say? I'm not understanding anything you're saying. What's the address? Okay. What's the numbers before Southwest, ma'am? I need you to stop screaming for 1 second and just give me the address. I can't understand you. What's the telephone number you're calling from?
I don't know. I got for my phone.
Ma'am, what language you usually speak, ma'am? Do you speak Spanish?
It's Spanish.
Okay, hold on for the Spanish. Hold on for a Spanish interpreter, okay?
Okay. Dios mío, santo Dios. Ay, Dios mío.
Please hold for an interpreter.
Thank you for calling Language Line Solutions. This is Gabriela, ID 414482.
Okay, language. Okay, you ask the caller what's her name.
¿Cuál es su nombre? Okay.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Dígame exactamente qué sucede.
No sé, la niña estaba aquí y de pronto está sin, se fue para atrás sin conocimiento, está pálida, por favor, rápido.
The girl is pale, she's not reacting.
When you say she's pale and not reacting, exactly what does she mean?
¿A qué se refiere? ¿Qué pasó exactamente? O sea, está pálida y no reacciona. ¿Qué más?
Acabo de llegar, señorita, por favor, mándame una ambulancia. Es lo que necesito, algo rápido.
I just got here. Please send an ambulance.
I will send the ambulance, but I need to know what's going on.
Voy a enviar la ambulancia, sin embargo, necesito saber qué sucede.
Bueno, la niña está creo que está sin conocimiento. Yo no sé qué le pasa, por favor.
I think the girl is unconscious. I don't know what is going on.
Tell her I'm sending the ambulance already. And how old is the person? How old is this person?
¿Ya llegó la ayuda?
Ay, Dios mío, Dios mío.
¿Me escucha?
Sí, te escucho.
¿Ya llegó la ayuda a la casa?
Who's at the house?
Ya llegó.
I asked her if they have had arrived, and she said yes.
Who arrived? You're not telling me who arrived.
¿Quién fue quien llegó? ¿Quién llegó?
Los paramédicos.
Okay, the paramedics.
Ay, santo Dios.
Okay, so if the medics are there, 1 second.
Yes.
Okay, the medics are there. We can go ahead and disconnect, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir, no problem.
Bye.
Okay.
This 911 call, which was heavily redacted and chopped down, the caller didn't give very much information, and the information that was given wasn't the most helpful. We never did find out what happened to this person who the caller said is pale and possibly unconscious. To top all this off, the interpreter wasn't relaying exactly what was said. I don't speak fluent Spanish, but I could hear more words being said than the interpreter was passing along. Getting accurate information to a dispatcher is incredibly imperative. For something like this, other than being an unknown situation, I didn't hear anything that would indicate a need for police to respond. They would respond to an unknown problem, but the response of the police might not be an emergency response. Depending on the agency and their rules, this could be a response from police that doesn't require lights and sirens, meaning police might not get to the scene as quickly as paramedics. The police did respond, but they didn't beat the paramedics, though they probably should have. Luckily for the paramedics, they didn't encounter a problem with those inside the house once they arrived, and police were absolutely needed. The call for help came in May 28th of this year at 404 Southwest 177th Avenue in Pembroke Pines, Florida, a suburb situated to the northwest of Miami and southwest of Fort Lauderdale. The caller did mention someone there being pale, and that was true. She also didn't tell what she observed initially, which would have made a big difference in the response, and likely instructions given from the dispatcher. This was all just after 9:30 a.m. The female caller had been at a therapy appointment in nearby Hialeah. When she returned home, she walked in to see a 2-year-old laying on the ground in the kitchen of the house, with her son laying on top of that 2-year-old. According to the police report, she yelled at him, "Get off, what are you doing?" From there, the male pushes up from the 2-year-old. That's when the woman notices the 2-year-old is blue in the face and not responsive. She runs into another room to get her cell phone. Instead of calling 911 immediately, she called her daughter to tell her what she observed. The daughter told her to call 911. I won't go deep into this because I've spoke about it numerous times, but if you have an emergency, don't call a friend or a family member. Call 911 immediately. The woman walked back into the kitchen to again see her son on top of the 2-year-old. He was kneeling over the child at this point. The woman saw that the child was bleeding. She didn't want to see any further and ran to another room where she finally called 911. She said that the male that was on top of the child remained completely silent during this, never saying a word. Even if she would have relayed what she saw exactly to the 911 dispatcher, we still wouldn't have known what happened. And just as I said before, the amount of info the dispatcher had, the caller was dispatched as a sick or passed out patient. Just before paramedics arrived, another family member got home and started CPR on the child. So what did happen? Police arrived and started trying to piece everything together. They got there just barely after the paramedics did. After transporting the 2-year-old to nearby Memorial Regional Hospital, police began questioning everyone in the house. The male I was talking about, 33-year-old Geronimo Anthony Duran, had gone to his ex-girlfriend's house earlier that morning to pick up his 2-year-old daughter, Melody Elena Rose Duran. About 20 minutes later, he arrived back home. Security camera footage from a neighbor's house shows him get out of his vehicle, then almost blindly walk around his vehicle in the driveway. That's just before he walks inside with the child. Minutes before the 911 caller arrived home, Geronimo took the child into the kitchen where he laid her on the ground and strangled her until she was unconscious. After seeing this, the 911 caller walked into the other room to get her phone, and while she was gone, Geronimo got off the child, walked to another part of the kitchen where he got a knife. He then walked back to the child and cut her throat. The knife, said to be a stainless blade with a black handle steak knife, was located on the kitchen floor on top of a floor mat in front of the sink. The knife contained blood on the handle and blade. The floor of the kitchen was covered in blood. Approximately 45 minutes after being transported, 2-year-old Melody was pronounced deceased at the hospital. Geronimo was arrested at the scene and transported to an interview room at the police station, where he was duly Mirandized and agreed to speak. He stated that he suffers from mental illness and had been previously Baker Acted, which, according to the University of Florida's health website, the Baker Act is a Florida law that enables families and loved ones to provide emergency mental health services and temporary detention for people who are impaired because of their mental illness and who are unable to determine their needs for treatment. Geronimo was Baker Acted and was placed in Larkin Hospital 2 years prior to this event. He was prescribed 20 milligrams of Celexa, a medicine used to treat depression and regulate moods, and had been taking it for the past year and a half. 2 weeks prior to the 911 call, he stopped taking it and admitted he was smoking cannabis and had smoked some the morning of this incident. Geronimo has been charged with murder while engaged in certain felony offense and aggravated child abuse. He has not been to trial yet and is being held without bond. Prosecutors have said that additional charges may be filed. Actress Katherine Heigl is a passionate animal advocate who has saved over 16,000 dogs through her foundation. During her time with these thousands of dogs, she's seen more issues with dogs' odors, joints, and health. She's done a ton of research on the subject and believes there's a key factor in canine health: their food. Inspired by her own desire for a healthier food option for her dogs, Heigl created Superfood Complete. This dog food is packed with over 30 wholesome ingredients, including superfoods known for their health benefits. Superfood Complete isn't just about delicious food. It's also about giving back. Badlands Ranch, the maker of Superfood Complete, supports the Jason DeBus Heigl Foundation, which helps rescue dogs and find them loving homes. Join dog owners across America who are seeing positive changes in their furry friends' health with Superfood Complete. Go to badlandsranch.com/MC911 and order right now to get up to 50% off your regular priced order with a 90-day money-back guarantee. If you want your dog to experience all these incredible things, go to badlandsranch.com/MC911 today.
Urban 911.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I killed my both kids.
I'm sorry?
I killed my both kids. They are died. I killed my both kids.
Ma'am, do you need the police?
Yeah, come, please send.
Ma'am, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I'm saying I killed my both kids. They are dead.
Is someone trying to get into your apartment?
No, I killed them.
Ma'am, do you need the police?
Yeah?
What's the address?
The phone number come, you know the address.
Ma'am, what is your name?
Taika.
What's going on there?
I killed them. I killed both of them.
You killed both of them?
Yeah, I killed my both kids.
Did you kill something or did you break something?
I killed my kids, my children. I killed my children.
You killed your children?
Yeah, I killed them, both of them.
How did you do that, ma'am?
I don't know. I just killed them.
How old are your children?
3 and 6.
3 and what? Ma'am?
Yes?
How old are your children?
3 and 6. I killed them.
3 and 6?
I killed both of them. Hello?
Hello, ma'am?
Hello?
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yeah, I killed both of them, I told you.
Okay, I understand. Stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay.
What did you kill your children with?
I killed with a...
What did you use? Did you use a gun? Did you use a knife?
No, it's a wire. I use a wire on their neck.
You used what, dear?
Wire on their neck.
You used wire on their neck?
Yeah.
What kind of wire?
I don't know. They are not doing anything. They are just blue and they are like, they are not taking any breath and they are, their heart is not beating.
Okay, they're both blue?
Yeah.
Stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay.
What is your name? Can you spell me your first name?
Saika Akhtar. My name is Saika Akhtar.
Okay, spell me your first name.
Saiqa.
Saiqa? Is that your first name?
Yes.
What is your last name?
My last name Akhtar. Akhter.
Okay. Are you at 3331 Esther's, number 2106?
Yes.
Where are your children now? What room are they in?
They are in my room.
They're in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Are they on the floor or on the bed?
On the bed. Both are on my bed.
Don't hang up, okay?
Okay. I know the police will come to pick me.
Okay, why did you do this?
They both are non-normal. They are autistic. Both are autistic.
Both are what, dear?
Autistic. I don't want my kid to be like that.
They're both autistic?
I want normal kids.
Okay, well, just stay with me and talk to me, okay?
Okay.
Where did you get the wire?
It's from my apartment somewhere. First, I tried to give them the bathroom cleaner. I put in their mouth, but they don't drink it. I want them to drink it. They don't drink it. So there's a wire near. So I just grab their neck and then I try so many times and then they are no more.
Okay. Are you and the children the only one in the house?
Yeah, my husband's in the office. I already called him.
You already called your husband? Is he at work?
Yeah, he's coming maybe.
Okay, just stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay.
And your husband was at work when you called him, all right? Is that correct?
I just called him.
Okay, but he was at work, correct?
Yeah, maybe he's coming.
Okay. Okay, well, just stay with me, okay? What are you doing now?
I wash my hands.
You're washing your hands?
Yeah.
Why are you washing your hands?
It smells too much because of bathroom cleaners. It smells so much.
What's smelling?
Bathroom cleaner smell.
You're washing your hands with some type of bathroom cleaner?
Oh, the bathroom cleaner smells so much on my hand, so I just wash my hand with water.
Okay, okay. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to the living room. Can you take your phone with you?
Yeah, I'm in the living room.
Are you in the living room right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to sit down on the sofa and just stay with me, okay?
Okay. Are you sending someone?
I am, but I want you to stay with me, okay?
Okay.
Don't hang up. What happened? Why did you do that?
They are autistic. They are too much.
Both of them are autistic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want my kid to be autistic. I killed both of them.
Both of them were okay, sweetie. Well, just stay with me, okay? Is the front door unlocked to where my officer can get in?
Front door, I can open it.
Well, just unlock the door, okay?
Okay.
And then sit back down on the sofa and just talk to me, okay?
Okay.
Tell me what you're feeling.
Nothing?
You're not feeling nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Are you sitting on the couch?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do me a favor?
What?
When I tell you to, I want you to step outside to meet with my officer, but I want you to stay put until I tell you, okay?
Where I have to stay? In the living room?
Yeah, just, what are you wearing, dear?
Sorry?
What kind of clothes are you wearing?
I'm wearing shalwar kameez.
What color is your outfit?
White.
Of white what?
White and blue.
White and blue what, sweetie?
Shirt, long shirt.
With long sleeves?
No.
Okay, a long shirt. What color pants?
Blue.
And blue pants?
Yeah. And a scarf also. I have a scarf on me.
You have scars on you?
Yeah.
What time? Are your arms or what?
It's on my body. It's a black color scarf.
Oh, a scarf over your head?
No, it's on my body.
It's on your body. Is it like wrapped around your waist?
Yes. It's like a bigger one.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the police is already.
Okay, just hold on, okay? My officer may need you to step outside and talk to him.
I go outside?
Yeah. Is your phone a cordless phone?
Yes.
Okay. With the phone in your hand, I want you to walk outside and meet with my officer. But stay on the phone with me.
I'm coming. I just put... I'm coming.
Here, stay right there for me. Stay right there.
Okay.
Go ahead and put the phone down.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead and sit there. Have a seat right there. Right there.
Obviously, there was a huge language barrier in that call. The dispatcher was having trouble initially hearing what the caller was saying. The first time I listened to it, I had the same problem, even knowing what happened in the incident. It took several attempts at having the caller repeat what she said to get the correct information out. And that information was truly terrible and disgusting. This was in July of 2010 in Irving, Texas. Police and medics were sent to the 3300 block of Esther's Road to a second-floor apartment. After getting the updates from dispatch on their way there, although I'd bet that they were trying to get there to the apartment as fast as they could, I'm positive they were not looking forward to arriving. When they got there, they found two lifeless children, both unconscious. A 2-year-old girl named Farial and a 5-year-old boy named Zane, with Zane found with an audio-video cable still wrapped around his neck. She had strangled both of them. This wasn't the only way she tried to kill them, though. Before strangling them, she tried to get them to consume bathroom cleaner, but they wouldn't drink it. On the 911 call, the caller, who was the mother, 33-year-old Seika Akhtar, told the dispatcher, "They don't drink it. So there's a wire there, so I just grabbed their necks, and then I tried, and then they're no more." Medics rushed both children to a local hospital to try to save them. The 5-year-old boy, Zane, he died that day. 2-year-old Farial was put on life support, but was removed from it the next day. This wasn't something that the mother just had a momentary mental break and did. She had planned this for at least a matter of weeks, possibly longer. She had told others she was depressed since she and her family had moved into their apartment just a few weeks before. Seika and her husband had immigrated to the U.S. from Pakistan in the late 90s. For the past few years, she was a stay-at-home mom. Her husband was a computer tech. Her internet searches looked for ways to kill a child, as well as how much bathroom cleaner it would take to kill a child. Her reason for doing this, you might ask? She said she wanted normal kids. Her exact words were, "I don't want my children to be like that. I want normal kids." Both of her children were autistic. Zane had a severe speech problem, and Farial was developmentally delayed. They were both diagnosed very early on. Seika had trouble with her children for a while. Zane had speech therapy. His speech was improving, but even though taking him to therapy was helping, it was no help for his sister, who, at just 2 years old and younger, Seika would leave her home alone during these therapy sessions. Children's Services was called because of that, but that didn't stop the mother from killing her children. Seika was arrested and charged with 2 counts of capital murder. She was held at the Dallas County Jail on $1 million bond and put on suicide watch. She was held there till her trial, which occurred years later. The judge ordered intense mental health evaluations on the mother. She was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and during the evaluations, she stated she believed she was helping the children. Those doing the evaluations believed she was legally insane during the murders. They presented this to State District Judge Mike Snipes. He actually found her not guilty by reason of insanity. She did no jail time, but was sentenced to remain in a mental health facility, the North Texas State Hospital in Vernon. She was to remain there until a judge's approval to let her go free again. It was noted that it would likely take years of therapy and medication to get her to a point where she would be well again. I've done a lot of digging on this, trying to find out if she was still there or not. She was sentenced in 2014. She may still be there in the mental health facility. I'm not sure. I did find a reply on a Reddit post from about 8 months ago that said she had been moved to a group home where she was living from 2018 to 2019. This reply came from someone saying they were her caretaker while she was there, and that she was one of the best people there in the group home. One quote from the post said Seika was friendly, sweet, always smiling, polite, well-mannered, respectful to everyone in the house, and compliant with medications administration. It also stated that her husband would visit her at least once a week, bringing her food. It went on to say that because of how well she was doing, the court allowed her to start making visits home, starting with once a week, then some months later, twice a week, then 4 times a week. Later on, it said that by the time that this caretaker had left, Seika was back at home full time, but would be required to take medications for her mental illness for the rest of her life and have to regularly appear in court. I'm not at all sure if any of this is true. I've gone about as far down this rabbit hole as I want to go. But if some of you internet sleuths out there want to pry a bit further, I'm sure there's something in a public court document or post somewhere on the internet. I've just not been able to find it. I would like to know if she's still being held in that mental health facility or not. If any of you find out anything further on this, be sure to let me know. That's it for this episode. While I do love doing the show and letting people know what 911 dispatchers can be faced with, episodes like this, they're pretty draining. No one wants to hear about bad things that happen to children. And dispatching is a hard enough job without something like this. If you want to talk about this episode, join the Music City 911 podcast discussion group on Facebook. In that group, we talk about the episodes along with all sorts of other chit-chat. You can follow the show on all social media, all of which I've linked in the show notes. And if you want ad-free and bonus content, head over to patreon.com/MusicCity911. I've just put out a new mini episode over there that has to do with some craziness with animals. Definitely something you don't hear about every day, and something you'll want to hear right now. And while chatting with some of the members over there on Patreon, it made me think of another story That's a bit too much to type out a reply to. I'm just going to have to record that and put it out there as well. That's something I have personal knowledge of. So Patreon members, be looking for that as well. Thank you all for listening, and until next time, from Music City 911, I'm Brandon, and y'all have a good one.